Guys, welcome to Minutes with me. I'm Bontrand Fitness, and this is Daniel Ashmeade from Ashmeade Fitness.
What's up?
I know winter is coming.
Winter is here.
It is here. It's kind of sad, but I know me and Daniel are beach bodies. Like we love the heat. We love, like Daniel's from Jamaica. If
Exactly.
if you guys don't know, but yeah, we are definitely hot bodies. We love the heat. But yeah, I mean, we are in Canada, so it's okay. But yeah, we are going to talk about business. This is a business topic, and the question is, how do you have long-term clients, right? And I know trainers out there will like this topic, and
Yes.
me and Daniel are going to talk about our experiences with having long-term clients and having clients renew and renew and over renew for years and years and years. And so I'm going to start with my perspective, and then Daniel's going to talk about his. Um, but yeah, this is from my experience going into my fourth year, and Daniel, who knows how long, how many years. But anyways, to start things off, I wrote down 7 things that you guys can keep in mind for your business, and what I do is it starts with the relationship itself, right? And basically educating myself. It starts with me, right? And the relationship. So educating myself. And when I educate myself, I'm bettering myself, and then I can educate my client, right? And it just shows them that, you know, I care about my business. I care about my own health, and also them, right? Because I'm constantly learning and constantly, doing things to better myself as a trainer. And it shows in their eyes that this person is ambitious. This person is, really, really trying to be better so that I can be better, right?
For sure.
When you choose to be successful, you're choosing to make an impact. So that's what I do, and it just shows that you care for them, and putting your full heart into yourself, but into them as well, right? It just pours, right? Whenever you pour into yourself, it just exudes out there, right? And then and another thing is results, right? Giving, providing that the results that they are looking for, right? Tailoring it when you do that first consult, and then the second thing is being solution oriented. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, I have some clients who have injuries, right? So it's just sometimes it's out of my practice to deal with things, like say if they had a shoulder injury, or they have back issues, right? That's out of my comfort zone, or even out of practice. And what I do is I'll redirect it to someone else who's a specialist in that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And finding a solution to better their life and better their health, right? So that's pretty much the second thing that I do. And then 3 is me and Daniel are all about people before profits, right? And it starts before the sale, right? Before the consult, before everything, right? And that's how we deal. I would say that's the number one thing that separates ourselves from other trainers, is the people before profits, before the consult, before the sale, right? And that's the third thing that I do, and me and Daniel do. The fourth thing is understanding your clients, and your clients understanding you, right? And how you are taking the time to really understand their life, and that you are putting in the time to, out of your own personal time, to learn, to do, to even schedule them on the weekends if you have to, right? This is my experience, right? And just so they have a better understanding of who you are, right? More on a personal base, right? And them on a personal base, and you are really building that relationship, right? It's
Mhm.
like, just like texting, right? Even on the weekend, right? How's your day? How's your weekend, right? Always asking them, how do you feel, right? And just getting that understanding of one another. Um, Another thing is keeping it real, keeping it fun, and keeping it exciting, right? And that's in the workouts itself. That's when you're actually doing the interaction part and the one-on-one and or even a two-on-one, right? And just really connecting with them, making it fun, being yourself, your genuine self, and having fun with it. And then it shows for them that to your client that you're having fun, they're having fun, and it just makes a better session.
Just a lot
um
of fun.
yeah, just a lot of fun and excitement. And like the next time when they see you, they just want to keep going, right? And then you're gonna have conversations where it's like, wow, that hour went by fast,
I hear that all the time.
right? And then the last thing is your attitude, right? Your attitude coming into the session or everything that you do, right? You're positive and you're consistent, right? Are you the same person, you know, outside of that 1 hour, right? Or are you a different person? So you just got to stay consistent, right? You got to stay positive, and you are that same person that they see as, because you're taking care of people, right?
Mhm.
As a personal trainer, right? It's a big responsibility. So you can't come in one day, mad because you had to deal with something else in your personal life, right? You have to come in consistent, positive, and right? Because
Keeping
that's
it
what they're
real.
paying for, and that's what they deserve, right? They deserve your 100% best effort. So those are my tips and things that I do on a personal basis for my clients. But not every client is the same, so just make sure that you tailor it to whatever client you have and niche and stuff like that. But Daniel's gonna take over. And yeah, that's it for me.
That's good, Bonnie. Honestly, pretty much a lot of the same things. I would say, we are personal before we're trainers, and like I agree with you, it really comes down to the consultation, and I think it's just getting the clients in the right mindset to know that it's long term. Ideally, you want every client for at least a year, minimum 6 months. Unless there's a special circumstance, you're training an athlete, someone's here on a vacation, someone's here just for the summer. I have a couple of boys that I've trained about 3 years now. Every single summer they come off when they're finished school, I train them. Um, I've had clients, my longest has been the Calabrese family. I've trained the whole family for at least 14 years. All the siblings, the dad, everyone. Yeah, so it's like, I'm blessed to have most, I would say all of my clients for at least a year to 2 years now ongoing, which is great because it's always better to service your existing clients and getting better service than always trying to find a new client. You'll always spend less energy keeping the clients you have than trying to find a new one. So always service your client, number one. Developing relationship, like you said, I think that goes without saying. When you have a client for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you know their family, you know their kids, you know their birthdays. You get deep, you get close with them. Like every one of my clients is like family to me. I message them all on their birthdays. I know their deep, darkest secrets. They know mine. And it becomes more than just a trainer client relationship. And it needs to become more than that. Okay. Um, and always forward thinking with goals. They always have a goal at the beginning, but always having that mindset, what's the next goal going to be? Okay, you've lost this weight or maybe a couple pounds. Okay, what's the next goal? What do we want to do next? Do we want to lift more? Do we want to do another competition? Do we want to do 5 push-ups instead of 2? Do we want to, trim a little bit more? Do we want to cut down on our blood pressure medication? So always letting them know that there is always a next goal, because that is fitness. Fitness is something that you don't just achieve. Fitness is life. So explaining to them that it is life, because it is life for us. I will never stop going to the gym. I've constantly made new goals for myself different types of goals to keep myself motivated to keep going. And that's what we sometimes have to do for them, because a lot of them, they just have that small little one goal, but there's so many supporting goals and multiple goals that they can do and don't even know that they can achieve, that it's our job and duty to make that a reality for them. Getting results, like you said, they don't care how nice and sweet you are. If you're not getting results, they're not going to stay with you. And even showing them results, because everyone, a lot of them, they just go on numbers. They just look at the scale, but explaining different things to them, explaining lifestyle changes. You don't drink every day like you used to. You don't have, you don't have sugar cereal in the morning anymore, right? You're being consistent with me. You see me every single 3 times a week. And the last 6 months is, you've always missed 1 or 2 sessions. So small changes, letting them know that they are moving forward, because sometimes they don't see it. I have a client which she's doing her fasting and stuff, and all she cares about is the scale. What did I tell her? Her job is to put the scale away, give it to her husband. She said, why? I said, because at this point, the scale is the least important measurement of your success. Your success is the fact that you've committed. The success is the fact that every single day you've made that choice and you've finished that day committing to that choice to be a better person. Who cares about the scale? If the gravity was lower, we'd all be heavier. Just like BMI. A bunch of guys in the lab decided to make what BMI number was. One day, 90% of the world became fat. Okay, people? So it's not about scale. It's not about tangible things like that. There's lots of other ways that we as professionals will show our clients how they're becoming successful. And they need that. I agree with you. Always developing new skills and always educating ourselves. Learn about Bosu ball, learn about kettlebell, learn about calisthenics, learn about pre and postnatal, learn about TRX, learn about bodybuilding, learn about powerlifting.
Internal health.
All these things. Pardon me?
Internal health.
Learn about internal health, learn about hormones. All these different things. I think a great thing for us as trainers is a term called expert generalist. So an expert generalist is someone who doesn't specify in one discipline, because when that happens, you become blinded to the whole picture. For example, if we were just personal trainers, all we would say is eat less, work out more for every single one of our clients. But that's not the case. Yeah. Some of my clients, they work out too much. So they're actually adding too much stress on their joints, which is giving them pain. Some clients, it's not even about their workouts. It's about their lifestyle. It's about their work. They're traveling. They need to change their jobs. Some of my clients, is about their hormones. They've had a baby. They're in menopause. No matter amount of working out or dieting is not going to change that. But if I would just come with that strict paradigm of exercise more and eat less, I'm going to lose most of my clients. There's been most of my clients, the workout is the least important thing. The workout basically is me keeping them accountable. And like Bonnie said, us having a great time, getting them stronger and having them increase their metabolism. But that's about it. They're not trying to put on muscle mass. They're not trying to get jacked, but we need to help them keep their bones strong. We need to help them build that little muscle mass to make their everyday life amazing. Mm-hmm. But for weight loss, working out is the least important thing. So there's way more out there that we need to teach them.
Yeah.
Follow up on your off days, like you said. Touch base with them on weekends. When they come back from vacation, I message my clients on vacation or when they're on their work trip to make sure they're staying on point. They need that from us. It's not just seeing them twice a week. We're there for them 24 hours a day, every day when they need us. And that's what keeps them accountable and keeps them on point. Giving them their solo programs, either the programs in a hotel room or a program when they're on COVID or a program when you're supposed to work out with them, but they couldn't work out with them for whatever reason. Do a little program, send it to them, tell them to send you a video to make sure that they're keeping on point and they're staying accountable and they're keeping going. Connect with other specialists, like you said, Bon. We don't know everything, but the more that we network and we learn and know other people, we can direct them to the right person, to a physiotherapist, to an acupuncturist, to a nutritionist, right? To make sure that they get the best service and medical care and care that they need. Adjust your workouts accordingly. Sometimes they're ready to work out. Sometimes they just want to go for a walk. Sometimes with my dad, our workouts used to be intense. Now it's about 20 minutes and 40 minutes of stretching because that's what he needs, right? He's 70. He needs flexibility. He needs to increase his range of motion. So I had to learn that from him, that his goal, my goal for him is not the same goal as his goal. And you have to understand that too. right from the consultation. Ask more questions, talk less. You should be talking 10% of the time, and they should be talking 90% of the time. That consultation is you trying to find out exactly who this person is, not even in terms of what their goals are, but what their personality is, what they like. Do they like talking? Do they not like talking? Do they like music? Do they want to get pushed hard? Do they like to sweat? Are they going to swear at you? Right? Because you got to be able to adapt with different people we have. Bonnie and I, you and I are training 20 to 30 hours a week. You probably have 10 plus clients, and they are all different people. So we have to learn to train them differently and know their personalities. Some of my clients, first thing in the morning, they don't speak to me. At first, I thought they were mad. I realized that's just who they are.
Yeah.
Other clients, I got to stop them talking and say, okay, I didn't come here to hang out with you. We actually came here to work out. Right? So you got to learn to adapt and adjust with everyone because they want that version of you for them. And it's never going to be the same type of person. Open up and be transparent. I think that's the biggest one. Being vulnerable, talking about being honest when you don't know certain things, being honest when you've made mistakes, being honest. I've had so many clients of mine teach me so much in my 10 years of training, 10 plus years of training.
Yeah.
Outside of being a trainer, about being a father, about being a businessman, and about being training, being about marketing, about branding, to develop myself for me to become better. So use that opportunity to connect with your people and they feel that they have value for you. That's amazing for them because there's gifts that they can bring to you, just like there's gifts that you bring to them.
Yeah.
And that's a part of that bond. It's a give-give relationship. What were we going to say? Sorry, before I cut you off.
I was going to admit, like, you know, it's about being transparent. It's about being open, right? And yes, we're a human being and we're not perfect, right? And we're always on a learning basis, right? But I want to admit something on you know, as a trainer who's been in the fitness game for 5 years, you know, like you said a couple minutes ago about, you know, it's not about the workout, right? Like I used to train my clients when I first started. I used to train my clients like say more workout and eat less, more workout and eat less. I used to do that, right? So trainers, like it's okay to be open and transparent because you are learning yourself, and if you show that you are hungry to learn, you're going to be successful and you're going to be okay, right? Because you have that student mindset, and you know it's okay to make mistakes, right? But as long as you keep pushing forward, keep learning, and learn the things that you need to do and change your game up, then it's going to be better for you, better for your business, and better for your clients.
Right. A lot of my clients, there's a couple that like honestly working out less was better for them.
Yeah.
Them taking days off and not seeing me is what they needed. Their body is yelling at them. They're in constant pain. They're not getting any results. So why are we still doing the same things and beating them up thinking it's going to get any better? So we had to step back, right? And then they realized, you know, it wasn't about the workouts. They needed physiotherapy. They needed massage, right? They needed to take a rest. They need to stop engaging. This girl, she was an athlete her whole life. So her whole life, all she knew was pain. To her, pain was normal. If she wasn't in pain, she wasn't being successful. But I told her, look, that's not you anymore. You're a mom now. It's time to start enjoying life. It's time, like pain isn't a normal thing. Pain is your body telling you you're doing something wrong, right? So like you said, I had to take a step back and then listen and see what was really going on and what the big picture is.
Yeah.
And it's just a beautiful thing because when you get a chance to get a client for more than 1 year, you grow with them. You get become an attachment and it's a bond. And they don't want anybody else besides you because you're family to them. You're a friend, right? So that's the kind of relationship we need to bring to our clients. That even if they had someone who had 20 times the experience, you know, way more results with their clients, they still don't want to leave you. Even if it was cheaper, they don't want to leave you because there's a bond that you have with them. And it becomes from day one. Smile and eye contact, right?
Yeah. And it's personal training is much more than just training.
It's evolved.
Eating.
It's definitely evolved. It's not the big jack guy at the gym yelling at you anymore. It is a lot more than that, or at least it should be. For us, it has become. Even this is part of ongoing, giving
Yeah.
information just to help people because we care. If you lead with your heart, people will follow and they will see that.
Yeah. And a quote I've heard, or I don't even know, it's a saying, but it's like small business but big heart. Like
Yeah,
I've heard of that, right? And
right.
it's true, right? You lead, you like you said, lead with your heart, and everything will come together, right? And if you have the heart to learn, that's what ultimate matters, right? You can build a successful personal training business, right? Whether it's online or not online, right? During COVID, right? Everything is going to be okay as long as you have the heart to learn, to inspire others, to connect, and do what it takes to get there, right?
Totally agreed. Totally agreed.
But those are really, really good points, Daniel. Like even like it opened my eyes, right? Like I've learned a lot from, like you said, from you, but also from clients. Your greatest learning curve is going to be your clients, because every client's gonna be different, and
Yeah,
it's just crazy how like you thought you've trained them all, but you haven't.
you
There's
haven't.
just
You haven't. I've trained people in politics. I've trained every walk of life. Entrepreneurs, athletes getting scholarships, just everything. And I just take it as an opportunity for me to take from you. What do you have? What magic do you have that I want to make me a little bit better person?
mhm,
Right? If you come to that with that sponge mentality, because God put all of us to learn from each other. Remember, iron sharpens iron.
yeah,
So when you're with people that are like-minded like you're going to become better with them, and they're going to become better with you. It's a give and take, right?
yeah.
We just have that specialty with health and fitness, but there is so much, and I mean so much, that I don't know, that I've learned from other people.
Mhm. You need other people to succeed, just like how when I started my business, I needed Daniel to help me get that push, to take that next step, right? From a big box gym to going on my own, to you know striving and doing everything that I've always wanted to do, right?
Mhm.
Or figuring out my full potential, right?
And we're
And
still learning it, right? It's still young, bro. We're only 4 or 5 years in the game.
yeah,
Like, who knows? And that's the beautiful thing about it, is just having that hunger and that passion just to keep going. It's the journey, it's not the end game. Just like fitness shouldn't be about the result. Fitness needs to be about the journey. You gotta love the journey,
yeah,
because there's no end game. So if you always think there's going to be an end game, you're going to be miserable. Just like us. If all we think, oh, when I get 20 clients, or when I make this money, or when, all this time is just going to suck, because we're never going to get there. There's never a when. It should be now,
yeah,
right? And then the when will be there. The now, learning, growing, getting better. That's what's cool. That's what we want. That's what we want for our people, to fall in love with getting better every day.
yeah. And it's about uh there's also another thing I learned from a conference too. It's like it's the things that you overcome, it's not for you, it's for another person, right? And that's so impactful, because what you go through is what you can pour into other people and say that you've been there, you
Yeah.
you've gone through it, and this is how you're going to help them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's all bigger than us. That's the thing.
Yeah,
This whole thing is bigger than us, and that's what drives me. This is more than for me. It's more than just a paycheck. It's more than just results. It's just bigger than me. This is my calling. This is what I've been put on this earth to do, and I've been given the gifts and these skills to do what I do, and I'm not going to squander them. Right?
yeah,
And very few people get the beauty and the blessing of realizing what they're put on this earth to do. You and I are lucky. We got to do it at an early age,
yeah,
and we get to do what we know we're put on this earth to do, and it's a beautiful thing.
yeah. And like me, and like, not to be like religious or anything, going on everyone, but just like, you know me and Daniel talk about this all the time. Like, we talk about how we are so blessed, and how we are thankful that we got to meet each other and actually do these things. And it's just crazy how life turns out when you say yes to those opportunities, when you take that chance, right? Because you're one step or one decision away from, a big kaboom in your life, a big change. And it's just one decision. So, but yeah, guys, these are some really, really good tips. On the next episode, we're gonna figure out on what.
Was this a question from one of our listeners?
No. This was a question I thought about because I wanted to help other trainers, right? Because a lot of people and a lot of businesses are going through a hard time, right? So I think that sending these business questions are going to really help them with their business. And like you said, iron sharpens iron, right? And whoever is listening out there, right, please like, comment, and subscribe and follow, right? We're here to help you. We're here to whether you're on a fitness journey or whether you're a trainer or not, right? These are things that you can apply to relatively any business, right?
Agreed.
Because every business needs relationships. Every business needs a person to learn and grow and be ambitious and really, student mindset and everything.
And every business needs retention. And like I said, I know times might be scarce and we might be scrambling for the next one, but don't forget about the people who have been with you from day one when things were good. Don't forget about them just to try to get the next shiny thing. Right? They committed to you. They believed in you. So you got to trust and you got to believe in them. I would say that would be my biggest takeaway for you guys in terms of longevity. Do not forget about the ones that were there for you when nobody else believed in you and nobody else said yes. Just because you're big and bad now or you're making lots of clients and you're getting traction, don't forget about those guys, right? Because when times are hard, they're the ones that are still going to be there for you when everybody else wants the next shiny thing. And I've seen that more times than I can imagine.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with that more. Like that is a spot on one, right? And it's just showing your appreciation, right? Like I know for something like holidays, right? Showing your appreciation.
Yeah,
right?
Christmas cards, Thanksgiving, totally, man. Birthdays. It's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like they're putting food on your table.
Yeah.
Like it's a great thing that they're doing for you. Like they're spending their hard-earned money on you. They can give it to anybody else, but they've stuck with you and continue to give you their money and their time.
Yeah.
Right? And their body and their health and their trust in us.
Yeah. They're trusting you with everything, right?
Yeah.
Because health is the wealth.
It is.
Health is what creates the wealth, right? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for viewing this, watching this. I know some of you have sent us messages on saying how good our podcast is and how it's helped them, right? And so just keep the comments going, keep the likes going, and let us know if you guys have any questions for us, right? Anything that you guys want us to talk about, just send us a DM.
Definitely. Yeah. AshmeadeFitness.com and Ashmeade Fitness on Insta and Facebook.
Yeah, hit them up. And we will see you guys next Sunday. And every Sunday we have an episode, so we'll see you there.
Peace out.